Tvameva Mata Japita Tvameva Tvameva Bandushta Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Mata Japita Tvameva Tvameva Bandushta Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Mata Japita Tvameva Tvameva Bandushta Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva.
Welcome, beautiful soul family, and happy solstice.
How's everyone doing? I feel like saying Merry Christmas because this is the closest thing to Christmas that Lightworkers have. And I love this tradition that we're forming.
Who's here? Let us know who's here. How's the volume before we get started, beautiful soul family? Where are you coming from? So many people from all over the world. Let us know which part, which city, which country you're logging in from. And can Facebook and YouTube please give us a thumbs up and let us know that the volume is perfect? Before we begin, Munich, who else? London. Beautiful. Yes, we have pine cones. We're actually going to show you our backyard in a moment. Ingrid, so nice to see you.
South Africa, New York.
Amazing. Who else? Anyone from India? Anyone from Malaysia? What other parts? LA, okay, Ohio. Nice. Nish from India. Beautiful. As you guys say hello, I feel like I need to show you our beautiful backyard. So you guys know we're in Shasta. We're in Mount Shasta. We're here for the solstice. And we have a beautiful, beautiful backyard that I just feel so called to show you all. Just taking a moment to feel into the frequency. We're just blanketed in nature here. And Mount Shasta is actually right there, literally right behind those trees. So the energies are coming in super strong. The sun is shining beautifully. We love you all so much, guys. Honestly, this feels so special to us every time we prepare for solstice. Siman and I are excited, but today I feel like it's on a different level. It's an all new level of excitement. And we feel so much gratitude for you guys, for all the soul family from all over the world who come and join us in ceremony, and not just in ceremony, who join us doing work of God. Okay, so let's see who's here. Saleya is here, Sari, Eva, Brian. Who are the other soul family here?
Montreal, Finland.
Dilara, of course you're here. Thank you, Nish. Diamond, Kuzman. Oh gosh, you guys are beautiful as well. Amazing, you
Alabama.
guys. Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, so I can't keep up with the chat. Beautiful. Love you guys too. Love you guys too.
Trinidad, Singapore is in the house.
That's incredible. Crystalline is here.
Thank you for all the
Raphael,
hearts, you
Merlin,
guys.
Rosalie.
I feel like the whole family is here. It feels so much love, you guys.
This is what solstice is all about. Honestly, like I was getting ready for today. You know, I don't feel a lot of, Saman and I, we don't celebrate a lot of, so-called holidays. Like we don't have a Christmas. We don't have a Valentine. We don't have Mother's Day, Father's Day. We don't celebrate anything. So for us, solstice, equinox, this is our vibe. This is Lionsgate. Like, you know what I mean? We don't have anything else. So, and for us to do it with you guys, this makes it truly, truly, truly
we're
special.
We're creating the traditions of the new age, but we're also reviving our past. This is how our ancestors used to live. Our ancestors were in harmony with the cycles of the earth, and they used to celebrate the solstices and the equinoxes. And when we have a 5D village, we won't be doing the solstice over YouTube. We'll be doing in our own backyards, in our own community centers. We'll all be dancing together. We're all going to be having potlucks. We're all going to be sharing music and songs and joy with guitar and singing by the bonfires. That's what the real spirit of solstice is. But this is like, this is New Earth. Like, this is the beginning of New Earth. We are congregating online, and eventually we're moving to physical cities, organic cities, and reviving our organic timelines.
So make sure you're on top of the pine cones. Siman went out today and got a whole bag. That whole bucket is full of pine cones. It feels so, so, so special. Yeah, let's refresh it. And we really felt like sitting in the fire today, by the fire. It just felt so guided. So guys, the plan for today is that we're all super chill. First of all, is anyone like logging in from crazy times like 3 a.m., 1 a.m.? Let us know. I know many of you are from all over the world. We will try to keep it to an hour and a half, but the idea is to just share these moments, and we have some very powerful work to do. We haven't even got there yet. You know, half an hour before the solstice ceremony, Siman and I were getting like a frequency coming through us. And I'm not kidding you. We ourselves don't realize how big this solstice is. It's huge. Who here can feel how big this solstice is? Because I'm telling you, I know it's big and I cannot fathom the enormity of how big it is. Do you guys feel it? We haven't yet given you the update, but I'm really curious. Do you feel it? Do you know how big this is? Do you know how historic this is? Who here knows? And we'll tell you why. We'll tell you all the downloads that we've got.
I was also sharing with Eldora that we've been sharing all these downloads and channelings live from as they come in from SAINT GERMAIN, that we're flipping the planetary chakra to the CROWN Chakra, and the 7th ray is going to be established, and all of these big things. And when I was meditating 5 minutes before this event, I realized, oh my God, I've said such big words, but have I even grounded the reality of how big this is?
Yes.
So honestly, you guys, we're going to go into a little bit more depth in the energy update. But what's happening this solstice is huge and historic for this planet and for this universe, and we'll explain to you why.
I love, so there's somebody who said 3:30 a.m., 5 a.m. Amazing, you guys. All right, so let's get started. So for those of you who are new to our solstice ceremony, welcome. This is actually our 5th annual solstice ceremony. We've been doing it every year. Who here was at our last one? Remember the last one in Tulum? We did it in our house in Tulum. We had Nectaria on the guitar. Who was here with us last solstice? Let us know, Soul Family. And that's Saint Germain, by the way. By the end of tomorrow evening, you're going to get a very, very deep connection with him if you don't already.
Yeah.
So this is Saint Germain.
His energy is very much present with us right now.
And this is Lady Venus. So Saint Germain's twin flame is Portia. Many of you may or may not know of her. He has a beautiful, beautiful Portia. So we couldn't find a picture of her, but we've actually invited her to the space. This is Venus. Okay, 1:20 a.m. You guys are amazing. Oh, there's a lot of first timers. Beautiful. I'm giving you guys, the first timers, a little heads up, a little cheat sheet. Some of the core students, the ones that go all the way and get to the core of our vortex, when I say that, I mean they become the Metatronic healers. They become like the ones who never ever miss a NEMS event. They become the ones who come to every house of Ra. It all starts here. I'm just giving you the cheat sheet, and I'm giving you like a disclaimer that once you experience solstice with us, it literally feels like so many people then start their journey with us. So solstice feels like that portal that brings so many of you into our lives. So I'm excited. I'm excited for all of us to go on a journey together. So we are in Mount Shasta, as you guys know. I'm just going slow because we have so many comments that are beautiful.
I'm just loving the energy.
I'm
just absorbing the energy from the comments and feeling your guys' frequency.
Guys, Siman and I are so proud of ourselves. So you know that we were called to Mount Shasta. We've been called to Mount Shasta 6 times so far in the last 10 years. And every single time we have come to Mount Shasta, hearing that call, something major has happened. Major. Like I got my name Eldora Rose in Mount Shasta. Divine Mother literally came in, like she was like a grandmother snake, and she breathed and she's like Eldora. Like that transmission I got in Mount Shasta.
And even when you said that, I felt the transmission.
Yeah, like Eldora. She comes in.
That energy's in you.
Exactly. So Mount Shasta has always been like, we got all our major downloads in Mount Shasta. And so this time we were called into Mount Shasta. And you guys know we get the pieces as they come in. And this time we were told something big is happening, but we thought it was big for us. It is big for us. So we always thought, oh, we are being called because something big's happening for us and we need to go to Mount Shasta. So we were told that we have now finished. This is all so exciting. You guys are going to really start making sense of what's happening on the planet as you hear what's happening. So what we were told is that we have completed a cycle of soul lessons. We have completed a curriculum. Like, you know, when you finish grade 10, then you go to grade 11 and 12. Then you finish grade 12 and then you go to university. So every grade has like it's like a realm, right? So what we were told, this was a month ago, that Saman and I have completed the lessons of the third density or the fourth dimension. And we're now ready to graduate to the fifth dimension, which is the fourth density lessons. So we were told that we are going to come here and receive our robes of light, receive our crowns of light, and also embody a new mission after. So we knew all that theoretically from the head, but not from the heart. Right now, what it feels like, this is all the new downloads that have been coming in the past few days, and Simone and I are both excited to dive into all the messages, is that, okay, this solstice is that, there's many messages. This solstice is that very phenomenon for all of humanity. Every single one of us in our own spheres are moving up in some way or the other in our lives. We're moving up. It's like a graduation, whether it's a small graduation, a big graduation, or a mega graduation, doesn't matter. And how interesting that what is happening right now is also that planet Earth is going up an octave. Planet Earth, Mother Gaia, this solstice, this is the downloads we've been receiving. Planet Earth has finished a 2,000-year cycle from the time Yeshua walked this planet to now in the age of Pisces. And planet Earth on this day of solstice is scheduled to go up an octave and literally officially graduate to the fourth density, from the third density to the fourth density. And so it's literally like Simone and I were told, you guys have to go trek up Black Boot, which was a 6-hour hike. It's not an easy hike, but we went all the way to the top, and they've told us that you're going to receive an energy, you're going to receive an activation in your light body. And you have to do this before the solstice ceremony. So here we are doing all of these major things, saying all of these major things, but we might have to repeat it a few times because I want you guys to get the enormity of this. There's so many updates. You want to share which update do you want to share next? We have like 10 updates.
Let's go into the energy update.
Done.
Fine. So, something big is happening for this universe right now. It's not just our planet, it's the entire universe. And what we're being shown is that a cosmic reset has been initiated, and it's rippling through all the dimensions. And I believe that cosmic reset that has been initiated has been done from the highest level, from the Godhead. And what this means in layman's terms, in human terms, is that the Godhead, God, Mother, Father, Source, Creator, Prime Creator, whatever religion, faith you follow, whatever deity you follow, we believe there is one creator of all that is. And we're referring to that deity, has initiated a cosmic reset and decreed that at the end of this age, which is 2012, at the end of the previous Piscean Age, the entire, not just Earth is entering a new age, the entire universe is entering a new age, because many cosmic cycles are being completed right now. Universal cycles, galactic cycles, cosmic cycles. So this is considered by all the indigenous tribes and the elders, this is considered the most sacred time planet Earth has ever seen in our history. And what's happening right now is, because this cosmic reset has been initiated, all souls are being given a timeline of 7 years within which to sort out our affairs. Okay, I'll explain what that means. The age of Pisces technically ended in 2012, but there's a layover period until 2032 where we clean up all the lessons from the age of Pisces, which ruled over Earth for the last 2,000 years. Now we're going into the age of Aquarius, and this has been long foretold. The age of Aquarius is a time when humanity rises in consciousness and lets go of the old playing field of duality, war, ego, hatred, separation, misunderstandings. Basically, what it means is that we go from being children to growing up, because when you grow up, you don't fight with each other, you live in peace. So on a collective consciousness level, humanity is a child right now. We just think we're adults because we're in grown bodysuits, but we're all children. The way we behave like children. And God is saying we have to now grow up. And this cosmic trigger, this cosmic event, this cosmic restart is going to assist souls in growing up. How? Because the cosmic restart indicates that any being or any timeline or any project that is not associated with the God timeline, anything that's not coming from source, anything that's not coming from the original blueprint of the law of one, where we all live in harmony with each other and the laws of this universe. Basically, in simple terms, do no harm. Anyone who's not aligned with God's law of do no harm is going to be extinguished, which means God's pulling away their light from any timelines that are not serving the higher good. Any timelines that are based on greed and selfishness and self-righteousness, they're just going to be extinguished. And we're seeing much evidence of that in the world right now.
And you know, it was explained to us, and we're actually decoding these downloads live for you guys because they've just been coming in the last few days. So Siman and I haven't had a lot of time to decode them fully yet. Another aspect they showed to us is, you know how many light workers and non-light workers, like much of humanity, got the jab, for example? What they showed us is like the separation of timelines, and we have a Saint Germain channeling coming up that talks a little bit more about it. And the next YouTube video, when we go live, we'll probably decode the channeling. So we'll go deeper into it because we are on an agenda today. We have a few things to do. But the way they showed it to us is that the more people go to get this and comply, the more they are accelerating the other timeline, which is not the
AI
source.
timeline.
Yeah, it's more the AI timeline. So we don't want to get into this, like we'll deep dive into this. So like some of the things we'll cover in the next one. So are there going to be two timelines, where there's one which is an AI timeline where they're just stuck in this AI timeline and they're shipped off to another planet, and then some of us are ascending. But let's zone in on what Siman said. The next 7 years till 2032 is critical for light workers, for all of us watching, to really, really shine up our spiritual game. Because when you leave Earth, when 2032 hits, when the solar flash hits, whenever that is, what we've been shown very, very clearly in every single channeling of ours is that souls will be sifted and sorted based on your vibration and on your consciousness. So if you're a light worker who has a good heart, but you've done nothing to heal yourself, you've done nothing to heal your trauma, you've done nothing to activate your abundance, you see us, you just come, like, you look at a lot of resources, you don't want to invest in it, you're not, like, every single one of you has shown up to this ceremony. So I'm not talking to you guys, I'm talking about the people who don't want to do anything about their spirituality.
Like they're window shopping. They're not invested in spirituality.
Exactly. So the window shoppers are going to have a harder time than those of us who are really working steadfast in our ascension. So let's talk about what we're going to be doing today, because we have some very important work to do. Like usually our solstice ceremonies are like singing the guitar and we're just having fun, and we're doing ceremony, we're playing the drums and all of that. But today seems to be a different frequency coming in. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. So first of all, we will create a Metatronic temple. It'll take about 10 minutes or so. And then we have a channeled update from Saint Germain that we both will share with you. He'll share parts of what he got. I'll share parts of what I got. Of course, we're going to be calling in the angels, the higher realms, the masters, because the way it works is that the way they look at life, or the way we as well look at life, is we have this solstice portal right here. Eldora and Siman, you have this YouTube channel. Now, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? You're here to now spread the codes that they want us to share with you. So what they want us to share is, first of all, we'll share the Saint Germain channeling, and then we're going to get to work. So today's solstice ceremony is a little bit different in frequency. What we're doing today is we're actually, so it's very loose words to say, oh, we're flipping a chakra, we're turning the root chakra to the crown chakra. But we're going to go deeper into, first of all of us today are going to be doing this planetary grid work and we're going to explain to you why all of this is happening. Why? Maybe we talk about it a little bit right now or later.
What?
Let's talk a little bit about it now. I feel like you guys need some context. So let's start with, why is planet Earth's chakra system being up-leveled? And if Mount Shasta, this is huge, you guys. This is humongous. This is very big news because
This is historic. Many souls take incarnations to experience this shift. And this is what we came here for. We're seeing the chakras of a planet shifting. And that's something you see once in 2,000 years. So,
yeah, so let's
it's
go
as
into that.
biblical as Jesus coming here.
Yeah. You want to go in or you want me
Yeah, you can start and then I'll go in.
Sure. So we'll keep it brief because we covered this in the channeling as well as in the later event. But what we're going to be doing today, based on pure guidance, and I feel like that's why Simon and I are here physically in Mount Shasta as the ground crew. Throw some stuff in there.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we're sitting here as the ground crew because we've received the activation and we're the physical conduits to carry out this route to crown chakra flip, but we can't do it by ourselves. What they're saying is every single one of you who's joined is now going to be under the light of the angels and the ascended masters because you have partaken in this historic event. Now, the way they're explaining it to us is that they're saying planet Earth, think of it as in the 2,000 years, it goes through every 2,000 years, planet Earth upgrades 1 octave in frequency. Okay, so this time what they're telling us is that this whole octave is we're not just moving from root to crown, but we're literally moving through a whole evolutionary cycle. Like this solstice, Earth is being taken from literally from the 3rd density, which is your 3D, it's a very 3D separation matrix, like it's a very war and confusion and chaos kind of timeline. And we're now upgrading it to a new timeline, which is a heaven on earth timeline. But let's get into the technical aspects of how that's happening and why are we flipping a chakra system?
Yeah. So this is the topic of planetary gridwork and ascension mechanics. And this is what we've been studying, and this is what excites us like little children. And to be able to participate it in join you guys in ceremony and do this work together is literally like I get shivers doing this kind of work. It excites me. So the fact that our planet has just completed a 2,000-year cycle, that's a big feat in itself. That we've gone through such a dark age and we've made it. We've survived. There was no war. There could easily have been a war that could have destroyed us, but we've completed the cycle. Now, we haven't just completed the Piscean Age. We have completed the first 6 chakras. So the age of Pisces, when Yeshua was here, the 6th ray was being anchored into our planet. So Yeshua is the Chohan of the 6th ray, which is corresponding to the 3rd eye. SAINT GERMAIN is the Chohan of the 7th ray, which corresponds to the crown chakra and corresponds to the next 2,000 years starting from now. Starting from 2012. So SAINT GERMAIN, just like Yeshua was the spiritual leader or the guide for humanity for the last 2,000 years, SAINT GERMAIN is going to be the guide for the next 2,000 years. And so forth. Even before that, I believe it was in the times of Egypt, 4,000 years ago, there was the 5th ray being anchored. And each ray corresponds to a chakra in certain kind of ideologies. So in the times of Egypt, when the 5th ray was being anchored, it was a time of science and philosophy, and there was like a mini enlightenment. So the age or civilization of Egypt, which spanned from 7,000 years ago to 3,000 years ago, it brought like the continuation or the knowledge of Atlantis forward, so that humanity has one last chance before we go into the Great Depression to seed all this knowledge and keep it in our consciousness. Now, all of these rays until the 3rd eye have been completed. Yeshua completed the 3rd eye. Now humanity is going to the crown chakra. When we go to the crown chakra level, we actually go up 1 octave, because you're saying that I've completed all my lessons up to my crown, and humanity as a collective, what we're telling you in simple words is that humanity as a collective has completed all the lessons of all the 6 chakras. And the lessons of this crown chakra can only be started once there's an age of peace, because the crown chakra is your connection with your divine. It's your connection with your higher self. It's your connection with Source, Prime Creator. So when we enter this age of Aquarius, it has to be an age of peace and enlightenment for us to explore our connection with our Creator, unhindered by wars and all of these reptilian agendas that try to dissuade us and show us how small we are. We're done with those stories. We're done with all those make-believe stories. We're growing up. We're realizing we're no longer able to be duped. We're adults now. We can see what we've been ignoring. We can see we've been ignoring our responsibility to this planet. So the next 2,000 years will be all about us taking responsibility for ourselves, for our bodies, for our families, for our communities, and for this planet Earth. That's the only way we ascend. No one else is going to clean up our act. You know how children have to pick up after themselves? That's what God is telling us. You have created many imbalances on planet Earth, which we all, as humanity, take responsibility for. That's the first step. And now we're saying we're growing up and we're taking responsibility for the cleanup act.
Yes.
But God out and the ascended masters and the angels, out of their benevolence, are not going to like judge us or condemn us for putting Earth out of balance. In this age of ascension, they are blessing us with the seventh ray, the violet flame.
And guys, I want to tell you a different perspective of the same thing that really we're just getting pieces of. Why is Saint Germain all of a sudden up there on our mantle? Because when we started getting the guidance that, you know, we're doing this solstice ceremony, Saint Germain started coming in, and we shared with you guys on YouTube. For some reason, Saint Germain started coming in. So we said, okay, maybe he wants to do a NEMS event. So we did an event. We're doing an event tomorrow, by the way, at NEMS, the New Earth Mystery School. And it's going to be Saint Germain full-blown coming in, channeling from Mount Shasta to give you guys a very, very powerful healing and also introduce himself to you as your spirit guide. So I have a feeling Saint Germain is really coming forward to speak to the students of spirituality. So many of you I know are part of this community at NEMS, at our New Earth Mystery School. I highly recommend for you guys to check it out. You can register. You have the healing on replay, so you can watch it anytime. So tomorrow we're doing a NEMS event where we're doing Ascend with the Violet Flame, where we're going to be doing a few slides on Saint Germain, giving you a few of his powerful teachings, which are literally going to change your timelines. And at the end, we're going to wrap it up with a 1-hour channeled healing that Saman and I will be facilitating. And it's going to be beyond powerful. Saint Germain is going to be giving you something very, very powerful. So to wrap up what Saman was saying, what we're being shown is that this solstice, which is today, literally, and literally we were guided to buy, we went this morning and we bought this, a pink amethyst. We were guided to buy this because what we're being told is that what's happening today is bigger than Saman and I realize. They're saying, guys, you thought you're going to Mount Shasta to do ABC, but it's so huge, we're still unpacking it. What they're saying is today is the day that Saint Germain ascends as the Chohan, or as the spiritual guardian of planet Earth, descends his violet flame and roots it and anchors it in Mount Shasta. That's now going to gush out like the crown chakra, newly appointed crown chakra of planet Earth. And this violet, and we're going to be doing all of this work together. This is the guidance. We would have done it in NEMS, but the guidance was saying, no, do it in solstice. Don't do it at your NEMS event. Let everybody participate, whether they can afford it or not. You're supposed to participate in this, because when you participate, you guys, I just want to leave you with this. Think about what you will be known for when you die. Like when you die and leave, it's only then you will realize the enormity of the work you've done now.
As a soul.
As a soul. You don't know what you're doing. Saman and I ourselves don't know what we're doing. We have a very big idea. But do we know what we're here for? No. We are doing work that is way bigger than our human minds can comprehend. So, yeah, exactly. I just wanted to give you guys the enormity of this, of Saint Germain anchoring. So what we're doing today is we're actually going to be, you want to explain this?
Yeah. So
And
in
then we'll
today's
get started.
ceremony, we're going to anchor all of our energies into this crystal. And we're going to do a ceremony to upgrade our collective Kundalini, like all of us, our collective Kundalini me and Eldora will guide this. We'll raise the Kundalini from the root all the way to the crown. going through all the 7 chakras, and anchor that frequency into this crystal. And then after the ceremony, we plant this crystal at the apex point in Mount Shasta. So what that means is we are putting all the work that we did in this ceremony and upgrading our chakras and sending that as a gift to Mount Shasta. And what that means is that Mount Shasta is going through an upgrade of her own, and we are adding our, you can call it our scroll codes. We're adding our sacred fire codes. Basically, we are the scrolls of God. We're the living scrolls of God. We are the God essence. We are God in physicality. So what that means is all of us are expressions of God. We've been told that we're worthless humans and we have no powers and our voice doesn't matter, and we're regularly censored on the internet for speaking the truth. But in reality, the reason we're censored is because our voice is extremely powerful. So that's what the dark ones are afraid of. They're afraid of our power. They're afraid of this knowledge. They've been trying to suppress this planetary upgrade knowledge for 2,000 years because they were afraid that this time might come where there's enough people awakened that they can take up the mantle of planetary ascension grid work. So today we're going to be doing the work, and then we're going to anchor through this crystal into the Maharic shield of this planet. That second part, the Maharic shield and anchoring into the grid of the planet, Eldora and I will have to do individually. In
Separately,
private.
yeah.
In private. But if we have good connection, we'll definitely broadcast it and share that experience with you guys as well. But this is huge. What we're doing is upgrading the planet with our fire letters as sovereign guardians of this planet. So we all should be very proud of ourselves, because this is what we used to do as adepts, as students and priests and priestesses in the times of Atlantis. This is one of our sacred roles as guardians of this planet.
And guys, even if you're watching this on replay, we have 740 people here live with us on Facebook and YouTube. And somebody said, oh, of course. Yes. Oh, yeah. One of you said, can you hold up the amethyst crystal? So yeah, we'll definitely try to go live with this. So I feel like we should take a quick 1-minute washroom break. And then when we come back, we're going to go right into creating a Metatronic temple. After that, we'll go into the SAINT GERMAIN channeling, and then we'll do the planetary grid work together. Oh yeah, what they're saying is all of you who have chosen to come live are going to be participating live in this very historic ceremony. But they're also saying those of you who come in later and watch this on replay, which will be thousands of you, you are also adding to the exact same momentum.
Good point.
So make sure that you realize that if you're just watching it, you're not just watching it as a bystander. That's kind of not how the angelic realm works. It's the opposite of religion that has all these rules and whatnot.
Everybody is welcome to participate. You don't need any experience. You don't need to be called a light worker. Anyone who wishes to assist our planet and holds love for humanity, you're part of the same family.
And I love how I have a sunbeam right above me, and the solstice sun is coming right in.
I know, it looks like she's ascending faster than me.
Oh, come on. I don't want that. We're going to ascend together. Okay, guys, we'll see you in a minute. We'll just take a quick break, get some water, get a washroom break, and see you soon.
How are you guys doing? So I wanted to share something with you guys. You know how it feels when we receive messages like this that the planetary chakras are upgrading? I feel like at first, when the message comes in, I feel like, okay, I'm gonna sit with that, fine.
Oops.
And then, oh, what's happening?
1 second. No, hold on. No. Press the middle button. Sorry, guys. I pressed the middle button.
Which one? This?
Yeah.
Entire screen.
Can you guys see us okay? What do you see on the
No,
screen?
they're seeing our applications.
I just pressed that one button and I was trying to look for the chat.
I don't know what. Here.
Oh,
okay,
there.
got it.
Perfect.
We're
The
back.
chat's here, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
chat's there.
Perfect. Now I'm connected back with you
Okay.
guys.
So when the message comes in that we're doing this planetary work and the chakras are upgrading, it's actually very humbling. But the way this message comes in is that the Ascended Masters are telling us, hey, this is something big, this is something historic. The Earth is going through this change, and we need some humans to add their voice to it. And then this message keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger to the point where I can neither deny it nor reject it. When I get to that point, when we get to that point, we discuss it, we dissect it, she receives her messages. And when we reach a point that it's overwhelmingly clear and it's coming from 12 different directions, then we announce it to the world, because then it becomes a message from God. And then it's too much of a weight for us to not pass the message on. So I wanted to share that personal connection. We don't just channel these messages and deliver them on the first go.
Okay, so we're going to get into the Metatronic temple now. Simon, help me move this there because I'm getting very hot here.
Yeah.
Because of the sun from the top. Okay. Yeah, leave it there. Perfect. Move this forward. You know, when we first started our YouTube channel, our guides said to us, they said, you know, Eldora and Saman, one of the things we want to advise you is, they said, we never ever want you to become those spiritual teachers who, like, you know, have this, they always said, like, make sure you have a very homey vibe in anything you do, remember? They said, don't try to be perfect. In
don't
fact,
hire a studio for
they're
Solstice.
saying, yeah, they said, don't go hire a mansion and a studio and a conference room so you can do things, you know, like, I have nothing against the guy, but like Tony Robbins, so we were looking at Tony Robbins saying, oh, nice. And guys are like, no, you guys form a completely different vibe, which is like not the Tony Robbins vibe. Even though Tony Robbins is amazing. I have friends who've gone to him and they love him. But our guides are like, do something so homey, so imperfect, that becomes the whole frequency. So that's kind of how we got this attunement very early on. All right, everybody. So did you complete that thought?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So we're now going to call in a Metatronic temple.
Yeah.
Not yet. I'll tell you when. Yeah. Just taking a moment to close your eyes. And just get present and drop into the wisdom of your heart. Drop into the ease of your heart. Taking a deep breath in of gratitude. And exhaling a deep sigh of relief that you're no longer alone on this path. Taking a deep breath in of gratitude. And breathing out a sigh of surrender. I surrender to the divine plan. I surrender to the plan of my higher self. I surrender to ease. And I let go of any mind-based control, mind-based confusion, that something's not okay, And in fact, I carve my very reality by choosing a different script, saying a different word, giving a different command. And we're going to be going very deep into this tomorrow at the NEMS event. We're going to teach you guys how to completely change your reality through the power of your spoken word. And a few Saint Germain teachings are coming through. All right, so let's get started. So just taking a moment to get very present. Start to tune into your feet and allow your spirit to come into your feet. Just through focus, just through intention. Just give me that. Keeping that focus on your feet. Allowing spirit, more of spirit to come into your body. Feel your higher self coming into your body. Just through presence, through awareness. Bring all of your energy into the current space now. And say out loud with me, repeat after me, and give a command. Be here. All parts of me, right here and right now. Once again, be here now. All parts of me, come to me now and be here now. And we're going to say it one last time, and as I say so and as you say so, I want you to really imagine all the parts of you that you've left behind in other dimensions, in other memories, in all kinds of fantasies of your head, all these different dimensions of you stuck in various dimensions. We're just going to command and magnetize them back to the now moment. And so we say it together, just repeat after me, be here now. All parts of me, from all dimensions, all parallel realities, past, present, future, all converging to the now. I call forth from the higher realms of light a Metatronic sacred temple of light to descend upon us now. So just feeling a luminous cathedral temple of light of the highest vibrations and frequencies of the throne of God start to descend into your space, raising the vibration, raising the frequency of our space, and surrounding it by the love of God, Prime Creator, surrounding it by the wisdom, the compassion, the mercy of God, Prime Creator. Calling in the frequencies of radiance, divine truth, freedom and sovereignty, gratitude, mercy, compassion, unity, ascension, soul evolution. We're bringing all these frequencies into our temple now. We command that only frequencies of a divine nature may enter our space. And we command all frequencies not serving the light to leave our space now. We're also only calling in our guides of fifth dimensional frequency and higher to assist us from this point on in our soul's evolution. So on behalf of all of us present here, I give the command, I give the decree with a lot of love and a lot of gratitude that all of us who are ready to accept new guides, fifth dimension or higher, to replace our old guides, and we send a lot of gratitude to any old guides that have done their part in getting us to this part now. So for those of you who are doing this for the first time, just feel gratitude and feel a sifting and sorting happen just like that through your intention and through this decree that from this point on, you're now going to be guided by higher dimensional guides that are here to assist you in your soul's evolution. Let's take a moment to call in our beloved archangels now. Calling in the 12 primordial archangels, Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel Shamuel, the angel of love. And as I call their names, you might feel their frequency descend into your space. And even if you don't, just take a moment to connect psychically and just acknowledge the presence of these radiant, loving beings that are coming today, this solstice, to support us all in the planetary grid work that we're going to be doing together. Archangel Gabriel, the angel of strength. Archangel Haniel, the angel of grace. Archangel Jophiel, the angel of beauty. Archangel Michael. Archangel Raguel. Archangel Azrael. Archangel Raphael. Archangel Sandalphon, who conveys your vows directly to God. Archangel Uriel. And Archangel Metatron, guardian of the throne of God. Thank you, archangels, for coming into our space. We ask you to please hold space for us. Upgrade us. Give us healing. Give us activations while you're here. Give us all the fun stuff. We love you dearly. We're now calling upon the Pleiadian, Syrian, and Andromedan emissaries of light to please add 3 cones of light above us, raising the frequency of this space and connecting it to the frequency of Christ consciousness. And we ask for an earth cone to be placed below our space, connecting the earth cone down deep, 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 deep into the crystalline grids of Gaia. We're now connected to all that is above, going to the highest dimensions of the throne of God and down to the highest dimensions available inside crystalline ascended earth. I call in the heart of God, the eye of God, and with our love, with our gratitude, with our presence, let us please invite Father, invite Mother to join our space now.
And the Holy Spirit.
And the Holy Spirit to join our space now. And feel Prime Creator, Mother, Father, Source descending into our space, into our temple. We call forth Metatron's cube to surround our temple. And we ask for it to spin at 9/10 the speed of light. Supporting us with the sacred geometries from the temples of Atlantis, from the temples of Lemuria, and the temples of ancient Egypt, to support us all in our evolution. Prime Creator God, please encapsulate us in the frequency of unconditional love, so that we may know what it is to love again with our open hearts. We call upon the ascended and enlightened beings, the light council of Ayin Saf, the councils of the halls of Amenti, the order of Melchizedek, the sisterhood of the rose, the great white brotherhood sisterhood, and the high karmic council to join us now. We call upon our beloved Ascended Master Saint Germain. We welcome you, dear friend, dear mentor, dear guide. Thank you so much for all that you do for us. We are very excited to work closer with you. Calling in Saint Germain and his beautiful twin flame Portia to overlight our space. We call him our beloved Yeshua, Mary Magdalene, Lord Buddha, Mother Mary, Sekhmet, Isis, Serapis Bey, Father Thought, High Priest Adama from the city of Telos that sits below Mount Shasta, the underground city of Mount Shasta, Lord Melchizedek. And at this point, you may each wish to call in your own, the angels that you've been working in, your guides, and just state that they are to be of fifth dimensional consciousness or higher. So just take a moment to call in your own angels, the ones you work with, to this space now. We also call in the Native American, Mayan tribal elders of the light. Archangel Michael, we ask you to please seal our temple with your sword of truth. And we send Archangel Michael's sword of truth flying through our temple, all the way from where we are in this dimension, all the way higher up, higher up, higher up, cleansing and clearing our connection, cleansing and clearing our pillars, cleansing and clearing our temple, all the way up to the throne of God. And feel Archangel Michael's sword go down, 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 cleansing, 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 illuminating our connection all the way down to the depths of Mother Earth. And let's say 3 times together. The first one you can repeat after me. Our sacred space we now create.
Our sacred space we now create.
Let's say it 2 times together. Our sacred space we now create. Our sacred space we now create. Our sacred space we now create. So we now move into the channeling of Saint Germain that we received from him. So just stay in your hearts, open your heart, and feel Saint Germain's frequency that's coming in from us, as well as the fire.
Take a deep breath and fully feel into your body. And open up your crown chakra to receive this channeling. And as you open your crown chakra, feel the presence of Master Saint Germain and Lady Portia overlighting your aura and sending you divine blessings of light. And receive these blessings, whether you feel them or not, all you have to do is be receptive and open. Beloved children of the sun, I greet you now in this sacred hour from the heart of Mount Shasta, this crystalline throne of light, to deliver a message encoded in love, fire, and truth. We are all coming closer and closer to what we in the angelic realm have long foreseen, a singularity event, also known as the solar flash. A moment when all timelines collapse into one, when every choice converges into a single wave of planetary transformation. This moment is not somewhere far off. It is approaching with great speed, and it is inescapable. We feel it in our bodies, in our nervous system, even in our dreams. Your soul may stir with remembrance as you listen to these words. There shall come a point when the entire Earth's consciousness, the collective human consciousness, becomes synchronized as one. A flash of awareness where every mind is linked and every heart is open. And at that moment, the spiritual veils will be pulled back from humanity momentarily. And in this moment, you will see everything clearly, not just with your human eyes, but with the vision of your higher self. At the moment of the great solar flash, the veils will be pulled back momentarily, and you will see ships in your skies. But this moment, through divine timing, will also create a fracturing of timelines. For those who cannot rise to meet the higher frequency, will inevitably fall into timelines of their own resonance, as decreed by universal law. Those who cling to the frequencies of fear, control, and illusion will split off into realities suited to their vibration. And you, Lightworkers, the dear children of God, the ones who tarry forth towards the light, you will no longer be required to carry the burden of those who have chosen not to rise after the solar flash. This is a cosmic sorting that has been promised to the children of the sun since ancient times. This is a holy bifurcation. This is not just a planetary shift. This is the greatest revolution humanity has ever experienced. It is a revolution of the soul, of freedom and emancipation from the darkness. Many of us sense something big is looming, like a knowing that something vast is about to unfold. And this knowing lives deep within our DNA, in our ancient memories. But because the conscious mind resists these messages and refuses to believe them, humanity suffers insomnia and disease and panic. Humanity's subconscious mind is currently screaming through each and every one of our bodies and asking us to tune into the frequencies of spirit within by sitting in silence and listening to your feelings.
Beloved ones, now let me give you a broader behind-the-scenes perspective of what feels like the celebration of the entire universe through all of the higher dimensions. This solstice portal is historic, for it marks a moment long foretold, one that is being celebrated across the stars by ascended councils and galactic federations alike, for it signals Earth's official initiation into the seventh ray of God, the violet ray. For over 2,000 years, since your beloved teacher Yeshua's birth, Earth has been upon the guidance of the sixth ray, which was the ray of devotion, of sacrifice, and of spiritual longing as part of the Piscean Age. It was a time of seeking, a time of surrender, and a time of purification through contrast. Now, the wheel is turning, beloveds. This solstice, the seventh ray, the violet ray, takes its rightful place and officially marks the turn of the ages from Pisces to Aquarius. The violet ray is the ray of alchemy. It's the ray of freedom. It's the ray of forgiveness and the ray of transformation. And its arrival does not merely begin a new chapter. We repeat, its arrival does not merely begin a new chapter, but it opens the gates, the floodgates, to a new 2,000-year cycle of soul mastery. This is no longer the time of longing for God. This is no longer the time of longing for God. This is your time of embodying God. For thousands of years, Mount Shasta served as the root chakra of planet Earth. But now, this solstice, it is being recoded as the CROWN Chakra, forming a direct bridge to the throne of God and allowing Christ consciousness to pour into the planetary field. When a soul ascends, its chakras evolve. When a planet ascends, its chakra system must also shift to support the next octave of consciousness. If the chakra grid were to remain unchanged, humanity would remain bound to the third density. But because Earth has now activated the next octave of her chakras, all of humanity is being invited to rise up the scale by 7 into the fourth density. This is no small shift. This is an evolutionary quantum leap. This is the beginning of a new harmonic cycle, a new song for planet Earth. And to all the Lightworkers who gathered at this sacred ceremony today, your presence is not simply symbolic, it is essential. You are the ground crew of the light. You are literally midwifing Earth into a new octave of being. Many of you standing here made soul agreements thousands of years ago to return for this very moment, when the temples would rise again, when the flame would return, and when the path to new Earth would reopen. As the seventh ray floods into Mount Shasta and into planet Earth, the 12D Krystic Rivers from the throne of God awaken, dissolving distortions and reawakening dormant DNA across the planetary body. I, Saint Germain, walk beside you now as the appointed steward of this new age. Just as Yeshua guided you through the Piscean Age, I now walk with you through the age of Aquarius. You are not alone, beloved. This universe is witnessing history being written. And you are an integral part of this cosmic unfolding. And we, your family in the higher realms, are celebrating your return. We are celebrating your return as you walk your sacred path and choose consciously to merge more and more with your higher self, to activate more of your light body, to activate more of your dormant DNA, to heal more of your traumas, until one day there is no longer distortions, there is no longer separation between you and the God within you. Now, beloveds, let these words fall away, slip away, and just receive the frequencies through this cosmic language of sound. Yana no shane. I'm still toning and receiving and downloading these frequencies. As we said that, just so you guys know, the forest around us is like just going crazy with the wind. It's responding to us. It's responding to the frequencies. So let's all just take a moment to chant 3 ohms as we go into the next part, which is the... Hold on one second. We can actually do this together once we explain what we're going to be doing, right? Then we can start with the ohms.
Yeah.
How did you guys feel through that? Let us know. How did that feel? Did you guys connect with Saint Germain's message? Did it bring excitement? Did it bring relief? Let us know in the chat.
People are saying this is beautiful so far. So I was divinely led to you guys last night. Perfection.
I love that. The way we're being shown, guys, is that we all have a soul contract. Like all the light workers on planet Earth are soul contracted to find their tribe. It could be us, it could be someone else. Every single one has come with a tribe and an ascension guide. So we're no longer alone. Like there's many groups like us doing sacred work all over the world. And Delina says, I'm crying. So grateful, amazing, made me cry. Druid says, beautiful, guys. Yes, this is indeed very special. And again, thank you all for taking time out. Nice. Christine says, it felt wonderful and the wind came up in my yard as well. Yeah. As soon as we started the light language, the whole forest started responding. Massive purple tunnel. I love that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. So once Iman comes back, we're going to quickly explain what we're going to be doing. This is the major work that we're being guided to do. Yeah. How about we take a 1-minute washroom break and then come back in a minute. We'll explain to you what we're going to be doing in this whole ceremony we're about to start. It won't take very long. Maybe we'll be done in about half an hour or so. But when you come back, we'll explain it to you first, and then we'll go into the planetary ceremony, okay? You can keep commenting in the meanwhile. We'll see you back in a minute. Enjoy the fire.
Sounds like cedar burning. Yes, it's actually pine cones. How are you guys doing? Oh, you cried so much. I can feel you. I felt like I needed to cry to release. I love that. That means you're receiving healings already. Freaking fell asleep? Okay. That happens a lot in our meditations, and a lot of people say they fall asleep during the meditation, and that's not a bad thing. What that means is your higher self is willing your conscious mind to get out of the way, so your subconscious mind can receive the blessings without any interruption. So sleep, you don't miss a thing. In spiritual work, sleep is good. Wow. Okay, so
Oh, and tell them how coming to these ceremonies, what happens, like it changes their trajectory.
yeah. So when we gather in these solstice ceremonies or any spiritual gathering whatsoever, what happens is that our souls get a lot of upgrades. So you're not just receiving the transmission of a video, you're also receiving a quantum energy. Because in this universe, everything is quantumly entangled, so distance doesn't matter. Your participation is a vote that your soul is ready to receive these blessings. So you're connecting directly with the energy of Mount Shasta from Saint Germain, Lady Portia, and our hearts overflowing our love and healing towards you. So when you leave the ceremony, you will feel, you may feel different things, but many people feel supercharged, they feel inspired, they feel like their chakras are cleared, they feel like open and connected to receive messages from spirit, or your intuition may be on fire. So this is a really good way to reset your life in the divine direction and reclaim your energy. So these spiritual ceremonies are like healings for your soul.
Ingrid says lots of tears, and I love how some of you are saying your crown chakra. Gina says my crown chakra was actually tingling. I love that. Me too. Oh, guys, and also just so give you a heads up, because we've done this so many times, I can give you the cheat sheet. Some of you already know this. When you do events like this, expect that for the next 2 days at least, you're going to be buzzing with so much light that it could be intense for you.
Yeah.
Because what you're doing is you're sitting here just thinking you're looking at us. That's why we're going so slow and deliberate. What's happening is that you're literally sitting here on solstice in a Metatronic temple with a very pure and clear intention to heal and serve the planet. So you're literally saying, I'm a light worker and I'm here to serve. I'm a light worker and I've taken time out of all the distractions of the matrix, birthday parties, shopping, movies, food, sex, addictions. There's so many video games, shopping, whatever, like, just doing nothing, laziness. You're taking a break from all of that and you're saying, I don't care if it's 3 a.m, my heart guided me here. What do you think you're doing with this? You're broadcasting a vote, a signal, literally to the higher realm, saying, I'm a light worker and I'm ready to get to work. And that doesn't mean you have to go and heal the planet and clean the ocean by yourself. It just means you have to say yes to showing up. You have to say, yes, I'm serious on this path. And as many of you know, we attract the most serious students of spirituality. And I say that as a paradox because our students are not serious. In fact, our students are the most fun, most badass students. And it's so funny, in our recent Metatronic Healers Academy, this is a cute joke I want to share. I won't tell you the name, but there was these 2 people in a private chat doing a one-on-one healing. And so Simon and I sometimes go and we check in on the healings. Like we go and check what these guys are doing. We give them our tips and whatnot. And I overheard this conversation between 2 of these guys, 2 of these people saying, oh my God, we made it to the A class. No, what did he say?
We made it to the VIP
club
of spirituality.
Yeah, we made it to the VIP club of spirituality.
No, we have first class tickets to the spirituality.
So just because he's in like Metatronic Healers Academy, sitting and learning healing academy, and they came to House of Ra as well later. But their feeling was, we
have the first class tickets.
Yeah, we have the first class tickets to Ascension.
Yeah.
And that's really how we feel, and that's how our students feel, and truly that's how we feel. It's not like a myth. We feel the same way. We have first class tickets to the Ascension. And so expect that all of this light that is going into your body, into your chakras, into your light body, you guys are going to be buzzing for the next few days. And here are some tips. If life triggers you for the next couple of days and triggers start to come up, just recognize that, okay, this is what my soul is ready to purge. And we're going to be doing this very healing tomorrow in the NEMS event. So for those of you who are there, great. For those of you who are not, make sure you sign up, because this is a healing that not many people on planet Earth are privy to right now.
You can sign up at nems.love and our team will pin a comment with all the details.
You just go to www.nems, which is nems.love, and you'll see the New Earth Mystery School event that says Ascend with SAINT GERMAIN. It's Violet Flame. And so tomorrow we're doing a healing. So when triggers come up, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at all of that, and we have an opportunity now to just do a massive soul karmic purge. We're being guided by SAINT GERMAIN that tomorrow we're doing, I'm sure you guys are beyond ecstatic to hear this, a karmic soul purge, meaning all these things that are coming up in your field, like I don't know why I'm triggered by money, I don't know why I'm triggered by women in power, I don't know. Or even
your light may trigger other people, like somebody commented here.
Yes.
Like when your light quotient raises from these ceremonies, just being around your family, they might be irritable with you. Like, why are you in such a positive mood? Or you don't even have to say anything, but sometimes your higher frequency triggers people who are not in that positive situation. So subconsciously they're projecting on you, but they don't know it.
And it is important when these things come up for you to just remember that you are currently having an opportunity to up level. That's the very work we're doing. Everything we're doing tomorrow in NEMS and today in the Solstice and what we're doing in Mount Shasta is that we're literally saying, okay, we are done all these curriculum of the past 7 years, and now we're literally moving into a higher level of curriculum. So when these triggers come, when your family ridicules you or someone's disrespectful to you, or you look at someone and they have no love, no compassion, they're so hard-headed, just have compassion for them. Don't go into judgment, and don't go into entitlement, and don't go into victim consciousness. Don't go into blame, and don't go into expectation.
And don't retaliate.
Okay? Don't retaliate. Refuse to attach to negativity. Negativity is going to come everywhere and say, hey, 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 hey. And you're just saying, namaste. Literally, just remember this. Negativity, you're just going in your mind. You're just saying, love, light, and namaste. Like literally, just make a joke of it or something. So because that's what's going to get you. Why am I saying this? If you attach to the negativity, you're going down that, you go down the
rabbit hole.
The minute you attach to it, you're saying, okay, this friend, attached, hooked you into their negativity. But guess what? Now you're saying, I want to go and play in that field a bit more. When somebody tries to give you negativity, you just say, I love you, namaste. Like, that's it. You're not attaching to it. You're just like, you're no longer
That's very
attached.
new age, by the way.
I know, like namaste. Very namaste. But I'm saying it with a pun.
Hey, that might trigger people more. Don't say namaste.
Exactly. That's our new thing, namaste. Exactly. It's our new,
It's
like,
the spiritual fuck you.
honestly, I say namaste because I don't ever say namaste because I think it's such a woo-woo word. Exactly. That's our version of fuck you.
Namaste.
Namaste. Exactly. Okay, so real quick, Saman, explain to them what we're going to be doing today. Now, this whole thing we're doing today was not made up by our head. Saint Germain is so sneaky. Like 1 week or 2 weeks ago, Saman got the whole download of this, what he's about to do. He's like, oh, we're going to have to do this. And I said, I wonder why we're doing this of all things to flip a chakra. Remember?
Yeah.
It made no sense, but we're like, okay, we'll see. And now it makes perfect sense. So what are we doing today?
Right. So we're going to go into our hearts. We're going to connect with our light bodies, and you're going to be guided into a meditation where we take your soul out of your body, and we're astral traveling as a group from all over the world, and we converge above Mount Shasta. And from there, we're going to do planetary ascension gridwork mechanics.
Ow! You can
That's
say
where-
that again.
that's
Anybody
where-
here who's like drooling, saying, I can't wait to get started, tell me who you are. Like as Saman is saying this, which of you is like, I've been waiting for this moment. Let us know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ascension mechanics. I love that.
Yeah, this is actually what we're doing. We're accessing the planetary grid, and we're connecting our light bodies to the planetary light body. We have 7 chakras, Earth has 7 chakras. So we're going to do a ceremony above Mount Shasta in our light bodies, where we go from taking our Kundalini from the root chakra, chakra by chakra, step up through all the 7 chakras to the crown chakra. And at that point, we will receive a divine blessing, which will be very powerful in healing of the violet flame. And we're going to encode all of this work, this grid work, in this crystal. So tomorrow or day after tomorrow, Eldor and I are going to do a private ceremony and anchor this crystal and a pillar of light that connects Saint Germain's 7th dimension all the way to the throne of God in the 12th dimension, and into the core of Mount Shasta and into the core of the earth. And from there, we're going to connect all of this energy into the planetary Maharic shield and disperse it into all the grids of the planet. So the whole planet is being fed by the violet flame that we have access today in this ceremony.
Okay, so everyone is super excited, super ready.
There's one more thing I wanted to add.
And I want to go a bit
Yeah.
clearer on what you just said.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys got it fully, but real quick, the way it was shown to us 2 weeks ago, and it made no sense, and now it does, is that they said so God is coming in for this. So Prime Creator is coming in for this. We were told very clearly, God doesn't come in for all planetary jobs, but for this one, the way we're being shown is, you guys just have to do ABC and we'll take care of the rest.
Yeah.
And what that ABC is, they're saying is that they told us, Saman and Eldora, your job, it's very simple. You're going to gather your team, your tribe, and you're going to come online on the solstice ceremony and you're going to open a temple. Fine. Now you have all these light workers. Right now we have 805 light workers and so many more of you who are going to watch this replay. They're saying now all these 805 plus all these thousands of people are now sitting in this Metatronic temple on this day of solstice. Even if you do it in the next week, it's not a problem. And you're broadcasting the same intention of planetary grid work. And the way it was shown to us is that we are now raising Mount Shasta from root to crown, right? Now it makes sense. They're saying that's exactly what we're going to do in the human body. We're going to raise the Kundalini from the root
To the crown.
chakra by chakra to the crown, and then we're going to open up the crown and open up the violet flame energies to spread into all of earth. But as you and all you thousands of light workers move this energy up through your Kundalini, and you move up and up and up, and you set the intention, you move it up your body, we can now do the same. The same thing is literally mimicking in Mount Shasta.
So we're
Literally.
we're basically reverse engineering we're reverse engineering the law of one, of as above, so below. Because the human bodies mimic earth body. So we're taking as below to as above, right? We're taking our root to the crown and then inserting that program into the planet and then dispersing that work. So would this work be possible if none of us were here? If Earth was just desolate and there was no humans? No. The answer is we are all needed to do this work. So the ascended masters and angels cannot intervene in Earth unless they're in physical bodies. So we're the ground crew, you guys. The masters and the angels are calling upon us for our help. And when we add when more and more light workers wake up, and over the next few years, we're going to be doing very, very powerful grid work in Egypt, in possibly Uluru, and many of the chakras of this planet.
Egypt's
We're all
coming
going
in
to be
strong.
doing this together, you guys. How powerful is that? This is what we were born for. This is what our souls have been training for in so many lifetimes. So
I just
this
don't
is
have
the
time in my
lifetime you've been
calendar
training
anymore.
for.
Like the calendar is getting full.
Yeah.
Literally, honestly, ever since God came in, you guys know the story. Our calendar is full. It's like do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. So we're now looking 2 years from now. If we have to do something else, we're booked for the next 2 years because God's plan is very specific. Like this is all needs to get done. All right. So I think you guys have. What else did you want to say?
That's it.
Okay. So you have a connection with what you're doing. And lastly, before we get started, I want to say that over the next few days, watch out for synchronicities. All of a sudden, you've sat in a powerful ceremony, a Lightworker ceremony, a Planetary Gridwork ceremony. Something is going to shift in your life. Watch for it. Most of the time, like angels might be around you and you may have no idea because you're not present. This is what's coming in. Watch for how your life will shift over the next few weeks and months, because you can't go back after this point. You're walking through this portal with us in one of the most powerful containers on the planet right now. You're not dealing with Mickey Mouse kind of frequencies. You're dealing with like very high throne of God frequencies. Our vortex is the most accelerating vortex out of any vortex I am personally aware of. It's a very fast moving vortex. So don't kid yourself saying that's too fast, or don't kid yourself when miracles happen. Acknowledge them, because
Like this miracle.
Which?
The light of God is shining on our altar.
Where?
Behind us.
Right. All kinds of miracles happen. Like the other day, Saman and I said, oh my God, it's a bit cloudy. We want the sun. And the forecast was saying cloudy, cloudy, rain, rain. And all of us, the sun came, and both of us said, thank you, universe, for the sun. And they said, you see, most people would have asked, or even the old version of us, you would have asked, but then you forget to say thank you. You forget to even notice that your prayer was answered. So just be super
Very
aware.
important to acknowledge small miracles as well as big. That invites more miracles into our life.
So now you badass spiritual warriors of light, namaste. You now know our code word is namaste. Everybody loved it. It's our spiritual, what is it? Namaste. No, I won't say it that way. You guys know I said it once. We don't have to say it again. We're now going to go and do this work together, you guys. And we'll talk after.
Okay.
We'll talk after. Let's go. I'm so excited. If you have any crystals, by the way, if you have a favorite crystal, hold it while we do this. Saman and I are holding our crystals, our vogels. So grab your favorite crystal, hold on to it.
We bought this amethyst pendulum in Mount Shasta just today. It's so beautiful.
And it won't take long, maybe 20 minutes, right?
Yeah.
I think. Okay, ready when you are, Saman.
Okay. You want me to start?
Yeah,
Okay.
you
Fine.
do the whole thing.
Okay.
You want to
fine.
just do the whole thing?
Sure.
Go for
Okay.
it.
All right, guys. So for this part, make sure you're comfortable. You don't have to look at the screen. You can go and lie down. As long as you have a good voice, good sound coming in, and you can hear our voices, that's all you need for this. So let's settle in. Find yourself a comfortable seated or lying down position. And turn off our phones. Make sure you're in a place where you will not be disturbed for the next 30 to 40 minutes. Make sure your door's closed. This is just your personal time. This is your sacred ceremony with God, your creator. This is your time to connect with the Holy Spirit and receive blessings of light and do very important planetary grid work as a light worker. This may be your first time doing this work, or you may be a seasoned veteran. Either way, you are so welcome, and all you have to do is follow our voice and you will be guided through the whole thing. There's nothing you need to think about. The more powerful this work gets is when you are the most receptive and when your thoughts are still, when your mind is at bay. So let's take a deep breath in through our nose and fill up our lungs. And breathe out any tension and mental chatter out from your out breath. And if you have mental chatter, you can also call upon Saint Germain's violet flame to envelop you. The altar is really lighting up right now. It's like a miracle.
I know, what is that?
That's a miracle.
Wow.
That's Saint Germain.
beautiful,
That's Saint
guys.
Germain's presence.
So beautiful.
Wow. And Lady Portia. They're equally here, you see?
Yeah, yeah.
They're equally
yeah.
here. Their light is blinding. Some people might call us silly, but we like to believe these silly things.
This is not silly at all. This is the opposite of silly.
Yeah. It's only the mind that judges the miracle that's right in front of our eyes. So take another deep breath in through your nose, all the way down to your feet.
I'm gonna lie down for
Yeah.
this.
And exhale slowly out of your mouth. Focus any parts of your body where tension exists and just let it go. And wriggle your shoulders, move your shoulders, arch your back a bit, let go of any heaviness. Focus on the violet flame as it engulfs your body from your feet. And I'll ask that the violet flame of Saint Germain accompany you throughout this meditation, calming your mental chatter, feel your body relaxing, releasing. Feel your body letting go. Feel your mind becoming calm with each breath. Keep focusing on your breath. And if any thoughts arise, just place them in a bubble and allow them to float away, and bring your focus back on your breath. When you are focused on your breath, your mind is still. When you are focused on your thoughts, your mind will take over. So just bring your focus back to your breath. Now imagine your spirit, your light body, your soul, whatever you call it, in your heart. It is the size of a thumb. And it starts floating above from your heart. It's a miniature version of you the size of your thumb. And that version of you starts floating upwards from your heart, through your throat, like an elevator, into your third eye. And in your third eye, visualize a Merkaba, which is a six-pointed star that looks like this. So a three-dimensional shape, six-pointed star. And this Merkaba in your third eye, it's just the size of a ping pong ball. And your soul is sitting inside the Merkaba. And say we activate our Merkabas at 9/10 the speed of light. I activate my Merkaba at 9/10 the speed of light. And feel this Merkaba spinning now in your third eye, with your soul sitting in the center as a pilot. You're now going to go on an astral journey as you release your body and your conscious awareness, and let your consciousness float with the guiding of my voice. And as your light body loosens from your physical body with the speeding up of the Merkaba, allow it to flow upwards and out through your forehead. You can breathe out as you do this. And if you are new to this work, all you have to do is imagine this is happening for you. Imagine yourself in your mind doing all of this. See your body floating upwards now. Merkaba starts spinning at 9/10 the speed of light. And Saint Germain and Lady Portia, overlight everybody in this crowd with your Merkabas and assist us in this astral journey. You're light as a feather now, and you begin to lift, gently soaring above your body. Slowly pass through the ceiling out of your house, and you're seeing your neighborhood with a bird's eye view. And it's effortless to float. You're just being carried as if angels with wings are carrying you. You don't have to do a thing. And you're connected with a silver cord to your belly button. That'll guide you back home. So feel your body floating like a feather above your neighborhood, above your city, above your country. And your guardian angels hold both your hands and guide you towards Mount Shasta in California. You're traveling above mountains and oceans and beautiful landscapes. Your soul is taking flight after so many years. Such a refreshing feeling. Feel the freshness of the air as you float above pine trees. Feel the warmth of the breeze as it caresses your skin. Feel the ease and the lightness of letting go of your body. Just being light. This is your essence. This is who you are. This is your eternal self that never extinguishes. This is your eternal flame. Now, as you look to the horizon, you're looking at a huge mountain peak, surrounded by some clouds on a nice sunny day. And above this mountain, you notice a majestic Metatronic temple of light that we erected earlier. And this temple of light is beckoning you, and your guardian angels guide you towards this temple of light. As you enter the front door, you're faced with enormous golden doors that open up with your presence. And you're guided through a hallway where Egyptian scrolls and scriptures are vibrating in light, living light, in all the walls and the architecture, the hieroglyphics, the fire codes of God, the flames. There are torches of violet flame lining up throughout this temple, guiding you towards a big open hall. And as you enter this gathering meeting space at the center, you see your family of light. All the beautiful light workers from all across the world who are participating. They are all gathering in a circle, a humongous circle where we all hold hands. So take your space and see your brothers and sisters beckoning you to join them, and find your spot and hold their hand towards your left and right, and acknowledge your partners virtually. Send them love on both sides. And let's get in the silence of our heart now for this sacred ceremony. In the center of this hall is a great opening, and this opening shows us a very clear view of the mountain that we're perched above. So it's as if we are in a beautiful, warm, humongous temple, and we're seeing the snow-capped mountain of Mount Shasta and the clouds below us. What a magical feeling to be able to do this. Feel the enormous presence of this mountain as it sends you its blessings and says to you, "Dearest light workers, thank you for gathering and assisting in this upgrade. I honor you and I see you." You see a radiant being of light standing on the top of the mountain. And this giant figure, this radiant being, is Saint Germain. And he is now in the center of the temple. He greets and welcomes all of us. It's as if he's looking directly in your eyes, simultaneously at the same time, and greeting you with a radiant smile and arms wide open. Feel the frequency of his heart as he sends you love, as a divine father that he is. And his divine counterpart, Lady Portia, now takes her place next to him and sends you her blessings and love. Receive the love of Lady Portia as a divine mother, and send her your love back. Send them both your love back, and acknowledge them and thank them for leading us through this. You may call upon your own personal ascended masters, and Saint Germain approaches you now and asks you to open up your heart chakra. In your light body, you open up your heart chakra. It opens like a vortex of light. And Saint Germain takes a crystal amethyst, the shape of a heart, and places it in your heart chakra. So allow your heart to accept this gift from Saint Germain, this amethyst crystal. And this crystal is specifically encoded with the frequencies that you need, so it will adjust your frequency as needed to carry out this work. And with this crystal in your heart, it means your light body is now quantumly entangled to the light body of this planet. the planetary Maharic shield. Saint Germain reminds us that by accepting this gift of the amethyst crystal in your heart, you are now quantumly entangled to the planetary light body for the duration of this ceremony. And this connection will allow whatever works take place within our light body to be reflected into planet Earth. As above, so below. Together, we recode the mountain, this vortex, from the root to the crown, from density of the third dimension to unity consciousness and divinity of the fifth dimension. And now, we will sound tones that awaken the chakras of Gaia, and we will allow our Kundalini to rise with her in full remembrance. So you can stay lying down, or you may sit upright if you wish. Either way is fine. And focus a ball of light, the size of a tennis ball, a red ball of light in your root chakra. And as we breathe in, we're going to chant together, Lam. So take a deep breath in and exhale to Lam, focusing on your root. Take a deep breath in. Feel this red ball of light vibrating in your root chakra as it stokes your Kundalini energy into life. And your Kundalini energy now rises like a serpent through your spine as a twin serpent and enters 3 inches above in your sacral chakra, which is orange in color. So bring your Kundalini energy as if you're pulling energy up from your root with your in-breath. And with your out-breath, let it be stationed in your sacral now, just below your belly button. And imagine an orange ball of fire in your sacral. This ball of fire is burning and cleansing everything in your sacral that needs to be let go of today. And as you cleanse your sacral, you're also cleansing the planetary sacral chakra, which is Bali, Indonesia. And we are going to take another deep breath into the sacral. And on the out breath, we will chant Vam. So bring this ball of fire, the orange ball, into your sacral. Take a deep breath in and we breathe out to Vam. The ball of fire vibrates within your sacral, burning everything in its path that is not aligned with the highest light of God. And the ascended masters and the angels assist us and amplify this healing for you, dear light workers, and the planetary body. For in every act of service, we receive multitudes of blessings more than we know. Bring your energy now as a sacred intertwining serpent from your sacral into your solar plexus, which is a few inches above your belly button. So with your in-breath, you're pulling up the energy from your sacral into your solar plexus. And is now resting here as a golden ball of fire.
And whatever you are doing in your body is actually mimicking in Mount Shasta. So you can even have that broader perspective, that broader awareness as you do this work. For those of you who can see, you can share with us later what you saw.
So paying attention to the solar plexus, and when we chant, you see this ball of fire starts vibrating very fast, and it cleans the inner core of your solar plexus. It's a very powerful purge, and because of the angelic presence, you'll feel this healing very powerfully. So we breathe into our solar plexus and we breathe out to Ram. Okay? And while we breathe out Ram, the golden ball is vibrating and cleansing. So breathing in. Exhale out any debris that needs to be let go of, bringing back our power, connecting with the solar plexus of Earth in Uluru, and releasing, allowing the angels and ascended masters to release anything that needs to be let go from Earth at this point, so humanity can collectively stand in our power and take our throne. Now in your next in-breath, allow this energy to come from your solar plexus to your heart chakra, which is in the middle of your chest right here. So in-breath. This energy now rests in your heart, which is a green energy. So bring a green and pink ball of fire. It's half green and half pink, and it's vibrating in your heart chakra.
And for those of you who might be thinking you're doing something wrong, you're not. Let go of any limitation of the mind. You're actually doing this with us. Just trust and surrender that whatever has to happen is happening. Your higher self is in charge.
And feel that serpent, that Kundalini energy within you. The twin serpent is rising and resting its head in your heart chakra now. And as we breathe into the heart, we will breathe out to Yam. Yam. So once again, bring your energy back to your heart chakra as a ball of half green and half pink. Green represents healing energy, and pink represents the love of God, and both are in our hearts. So breathe into the heart and breathe out to Yam. You might feel a bit lightheaded because this energy is rising up, maybe for the first time. But either way, this is a very powerful frequency, so it's okay. Whatever you're experiencing is part of the process, and it's good for you. It's releasing toxic energies from thousands of lifetimes. So this is a great opportunity to do this work together. It's more powerful when we do it together. Now in your next in-breath, rise the energy from your heart to your throat chakra. Bring the energy up. So breathe in from the heart to the throat. Now the energy, the serpent, coils and intertwines travels up your spine and rests in your throat. And imagine a blue ball of fire in your throat chakra. Blue represents the energy of power, expression, communication, and truth. And as we breathe in, we will breathe out to the chant Ham. Focusing on the blue ball of fire and let it vibrate in your throat and clear out any toxic emotions or blocks to communicating your truth. Breathe in. We're doing great, you guys. We've gone up to the Giza pyramid now. We're clearing all the chakras of the planet one by one. And the Giza pyramid represents the throat chakra of this planet, and the ascended masters and the angels are now, we are requesting them to clear and cleanse Egypt and all the sacred sites and activate all the vaults and the sacred scrolls and all the time capsules that are holding our sacred knowledge and release it back to humanity. And with your intention, we bring our attention to the third eye chakra. So with your next in-breath, as you breathe in, imagine the serpent of Kundalini intertwines from the back of your spine, back of your neck, and travels through the center of your head and rests its head in your third eye. And imagine a indigo colored light, which is white with shimmery sparkles of silver. And this ball of indigo color is in the third eye, in the pineal gland. And as we breathe in, we chant out Om. And this is where all spiritual veils dissolve and all clarity returns. And this is how you reconnect with your godlike psychic powers. And it is safe for you to do so because you are in a safe space surrounded by angels and masters. So bring your attention back to the ball of fire, the white ball of fire in your third eye, and allow it to vibrate to Om. Take a deep breath in. Opening up the planetary third eye, calling upon Master Yeshua to support the third eye. And one more chant to go. Focus on bringing the energy up to your crown chakra now with your next in-breath.
And just take a moment to connect to your gratitude. Bring a hint of a smile onto your lips. Just recognize how you and 900 other people like you right now are doing this live from all over the world. Just have that sense of connection, have that sense of community. You're no longer alone. We're all in this together. We're all here to serve. And just hold that frequency of support, of gratitude, of connection to the higher realms, of stability, of safety. Just hold that as we move into the crown chakra now.
And in your next in-breath, imagine your serpent is now intertwining from your third eye up to your crown. And your Kundalini is now fully connected, as above, so below. Your Kundalini is activated from the root to the crown. And you may open up your crown chakra with your imagination. Imagine like a flower opening up, like a 1,000-petal lotus flower opening up, sitting on top of your crown. And as you breathe in, we're going to chant out to Om. A-U-M. Om. Om. Open up your crown chakra fully for this, because you will receive a blessing in your crown after this. Take a deep breath in, focusing on a purple violet ball of fire. And as you breathe in, this violet ball of fire in your crown will start to vibrate. And breathe out to Om. Breathe in. Crown chakra focus. And as your crown chakra is now open, allow a violet flame to gush down from the highest heavens and fill into your crown. A violet fire of great intensity is showered upon us from the throne of God, from the great central sun, through all the dimensions, through the top of our temple, and envelops all of us from the crown. Receive this purple flame, the flame of redemption, liberation, success, triumph, peace, unity, infinite blessings and abundance from the divine, power, love, wisdom, connection, clarity, precision, beauty. Allow this violet flame to gush through your head, down your throat, into your shoulders, down your arms. Feel every particle, every atom of your body vibrating with this violet fire. And see the open space between the atoms. Open space between all the particles, between the smallest particles, the neutrons and the electrons and the protons. The violet fire is clearing all the debris and all the karmic goo that has been stuck there for thousands of years. And see a brilliant violet lotus flower now blossoming on the top of Mount Shasta, as above, so below. See this violet flame of the highest dimensions. See this flame of liberation gush forth and enter the crown of Mount Shasta. It enters all the way down through the grids into the core of the earth, and the core of the planet begins to turn purple with this violet flame. And this violet flame redeems all karma. So everything it touches, it redeems and burns away all the suffering that's stuck in the earth's grids from thousands upon thousands of years of slavery, of oppression, of war and suffering, of famine, of separation. All of this karmic debris is now being washed away by the Ascended Masters, the Lords of Karma, the Chohans of the rays, our beloveds. It's clearing your heart of anxiety, pain, suffering,
Worry, fear, loneliness, just all melting away.
All timelines of planet Earth are now being cleansed. All distortions are now being released. And stay in your body. Don't let your mind take over. Don't analyze this experience. Don't ask any questions. Just be. Bring your attention to your breath and just be for a few moments. Beloved source of all life, Divine Mother and Father, the presence of eternal light. On this sacred solstice, we stand together as a single ascending tribe, unified in heart, unified in purpose, calling in a dawn for new earth.
And you can say aho, you can say
Aho.
whatever you want. As each sentence, you can say whatever you want to echo these words. Aho,
We pray for peace in every land.
aho,
We pray for an end for all war,
aho,
bloodshed, and division. May all control mechanisms be dismantled,
aho.
and may humanity's hearts be opened wide once more.
Yes, aho.
May unity, consciousness, and the divine law reign supreme on planet Earth. May peace, justice, freedom, and sovereignty prevail for eternity upon planet Earth.
Aho,
We pray for the freedom of every soul still enslaved,
aho,
whether seen or unseen. May all the chains of slavery and captivity be broken and burnt away.
aho,
May every sovereign child of God walk free.
aho,
We call in abundance for all of humanity,
aho,
equality, not as a privilege, but as a birthright.
aho,
We pray for all systems built on greed to wither away.
aho,
We pray for honest, transparent leadership.
aho,
And we pray for structures of fairness, compassion, and truth.
aho,
We anchor in the codes of mutual respect and love
yes,
amongst nations, cultures, colors, and creeds. May every voice be considered sacred and never be silenced.
aho,
We ask for an awakening and a reverence for all life, whether human, animal, plant, elemental, or galactic.
Aho.
May we remember that we are all part of God, and all is connected, and all is one. We are all embodiments of God in different shapes and forms.
Aho.
From the great central sun, may the violet flame flood this earth and continue to bless us for eternity.
Aho.
Cleansing all illusion and restoring the original divine blueprint on earth.
Aho.
May eternal peace take root. May earth be crowned with the light of God once again.
Aho.
And so it is.
And so it is.
And all my relations.
And all my relations. Just taking a moment to say any personal prayers that you may have. Say any personal prayers, anything you need added help from the higher realms for. Just take a moment. We'll give you a minute or so of silence. This is the time to just say all of your prayers, and we'll be back in a minute. And take a moment to really reflect on what you're asking for. Don't hold back. And affirm that only that which is good for your highest evolution, and it's aligned to the will of God, aligned to the will of God. Just say that no matter what I'm affirming, as long as it's aligned to my soul's highest evolution and supported by the highest will of divinity, only then may it manifest into reality. So take a moment, beloveds, and just say your own prayers. I'm going to do the same now. Calling in divine protection for us and our families. Calling in divine protection. I am a child of the light, and I am always protected by the love of God. I am a child of the light, and I am always guided by the love of God. I am a child of the light. I am always held in the infinite love of God. Just allowing these affirmations to go in your cells as truth. I align my will to divine will. And I bring in the energies of transformation to guide me for the next phase of my journey. Calling in the frequencies of health, of abundance, of fulfillment, of dream soulmate clients, a dream home that can hold us however we wish to be held, in luxury, in comfort, in safety, in peace, calling in our soul family community, high frequency ascension students that just like that, as we move through these ages, become family, true family. Calling in the frequencies of ascension and aligning and affirming that we are here above all that we do on the planet. We are here to ascend. We are here to evolve our soul. That is our first, second, third, and 10th focus. Nothing else matters other than our soul's evolution. And just sending so much gratitude, you guys, for the work you have done today. Send yourself so much gratitude. Out of the hundreds of thousands of people who watch our videos, you are the few people who answered the call. You are the few people who took time out to attend this ceremony on this auspicious day. And this includes all of you who are going to watch this on replay. Just send so much gratitude. Hold yourself in so much love. Forgive yourself for all the times you judge yourself harshly. And just tell yourself, I love you. I love you. And say it like you mean it. Look at yourself. I love you. And very gently, being extra gentle with yourself. You're going to look around your Metatronic temple. In the 5th dimension, you're going to squeeze the hand of the person sitting on your right from your soul family, and on your left. You're going to bow in reverence to the temple, to the work we just did, to the Ascended Masters. And as you exit the temple, you exit with so much gratitude. You see everybody in such beautiful order getting up and slowly, one by one, saying their goodbyes until we meet again. And just like that, your spirit starts to float out of this temple.
And the Ascended Masters shower you with pink roses to cleanse your energy of all frequencies that you no longer need to carry with you. And disconnect your purple heart from the planetary heart, so you are completely untethered and back in your light body.
So feel the frequency of all of these roses just shower into your aura, into your light body now. And as they do so, just feel, give them any negativity, give them any fear. They're here to absorb and transmute all of this into light. So just feel a giant floral wash of roses lift, 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 raise your frequency. And as they absorb any darkness, they turn black and they get transmuted into light. You're back in your own energy now. You start to glide, soar out of the temple. You look at the beautiful Mount Shasta, see what you can see in your psychic vision. What do you see? See the purple flame.
I see a purple pillar.
I do as well, a crystalline pillar.
And the mountain's purple.
And just feel this purple energy gushing all around Mount Shasta. Just give her a smile.
It's like a reverse volcano, like it's gushing inwards into the volcano.
Give her a smile, give her your gratitude. Thank her for inviting you to this ceremony. It's Mount Shasta who called us all. And gently start gliding out. You start making your descent. You move through the pine trees, the oak trees, feeling that air against your skin one last time. As you gently move, soar, glide, and start to come back into your space, into the room where you now sit. Your spirit slowly makes its way back now to planet Earth. Wherever you are, whether it's June 20th, 21st, or 22nd, it is June, solstice. 2025, you're coming back, you're coming back, you're feeling your toes, you're moving your fingers, bringing some movement back into your body. Maybe giving yourself a stretch, gently opening your eyes, and being very, very gentle with yourself. As you make your way to a seated position, and we would love to hear from you guys in the comments as you come back. No rush, take your time. Let us know what you felt.
I'm so honored to have been so blessed, says Carla. Joyce says, galactic vessels here to observe and help. Corey says, thank you so much. And Susan says, thank you, Mount Shasta, for this miraculous ceremony. Druid Celtic says, thank you so much, love and light. And Stephanie says, the most effective prayers are those of gratitude. Thank you, Eldora and Samana, and all you beautiful beings. Adrian says, thank you, God, Source, Spirit, Universe, angels, ancestors, ascended masters. Yes.
Starla says, that was so powerful. I'm in tears. Thank you, ENS, for creating this beautiful space of prayer, healing, and transformation. I love you, Starla. Beautiful, you guys.
Do any of you guys feel the healing? Do you feel healed? Do you feel lighter in any way?
Wissam says, thank you. What did you guys see in Mount Shasta as well? Let us know what you
Yeah,
saw.
share with us.
And
your
how was the experience for you? Did any of you actually see what we did? That Marianne, so nice to have you back. So many comments, I can barely keep up. I've been crying like a baby when the Kundalini went up
Wow.
to my crown. Wilma
Love that.
says, beautiful. Tekamse says, beautiful snow-covered Mount Shasta with the purple lotus in full bloom.
Love it.
Asteria says, thank you for leading this for us. I felt released a lot.
Wow.
Amazing,
Quite a few
you
people
guys.
said they were crying.
Yeah.
I love that we had such a powerful
It
release.
was incredibly beautiful. So my final words to you from the depths of my heart is for you to guys to start moving through your spirituality a lot faster. Siman and I move through our spirituality very fast, but we're also very grounded in our spirituality. We don't waste any time. And so for those of you who are just embarking upon your spirituality, just know and say this decree today that no more playing small, no more holding myself back, no more worrying about the whole world. I am here to do one thing and one thing only, to be a way shower of the light. I came here to be a way shower of the light. I came here to ascend and help humanity ascend. I came here to heal all my traumas so I can leave these blueprints for the rest of humanity. I didn't come here to forget that I'm a galactic being. I didn't come here to forget that I am God. I didn't come here to then mingle with humanity so much that I forgot who I am and I just stopped remembering that I'm infinite prime creator source. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for doing this with us.
And thank you, Ascended Master Saint Germain, for blessing us today and being with us, and Lady Portia as well. We felt your presence very tangibly, and we
Yes.
saw your light. Thank you for sharing that.
I love you guys so much. See many of you tomorrow at the NEMS event. For those of you who want to continue with NEMS, NEMS is actually one of the best portals you can walk into now. We're doing a violet flame activation with Saint Germain. We're going to be giving you guys a healing tomorrow. The healing feels very channeled. It feels like exactly what we need, where all of this karma and all of these duality concepts, and also what they're showing us is all this inner and outer turmoil that we have. Like 1 minute we're happy and then all of a sudden something else comes in. All of this, I feel, is what's going to be healed tomorrow. That's at least the download we're getting. We'll see until tomorrow what else comes in. I love you so much. So
Sending you guys so much love from our hearts. We really felt connected with you, and thank you for sharing your joy and your love in the comments and through the frequency.
And thank you for those of you who woke up at like 5, 3, 4, 1 a.m. And for everybody, guys, this was honestly incredible.
We have the most beautiful Lightworker family.
yes.
We have the most beautiful soul family, and I'm so proud of us.
I have so much gratitude
We
for
did
every
it, you
single one
guys.
of you.
Like,
777 people exactly in the house.
I don't think we realized, but we've made it. We've made it. Now, Earth is going to get into a very beautiful timeline in the near future, and don't lose hope and don't believe the hype. Stay in your own lane. You know where you're going.
Yes. I love you guys so much. Please share this solstice ceremony with anybody, your Facebook, your Instagram stories. Even if you take a story now just of us speaking, or like a picture from of you with this, and you share it on your social media, tell people I attended a solstice ceremony today. We did world prayers. We did planetary gridwork. And for any of you who's interested in checking it out, here's a video. Let's get as many Lightworkers as possible to do this work with us. And don't be shy. Don't be shy of what people are going to judge you. If you're shy and you're constantly worried about what other people are going to say, you're never going to be free. You're always going to be locked into their frequency. So share freely, speak freely, live freely, just give freely, just be free. That's my prayer for all of us. And have an amazing weekend, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Yin Ying, so nice to see you.
New Earth Mystery School, for those of you
Tomorrow.
who haven't signed up, it's at www.nems.love, nems.love.
You'll see the
event. You can
event.
still sign up for the event tomorrow.
It's, I believe, at 3:33 Shasta time, and those of you who cannot do it live will also have access to the replay. So don't worry if you miss out on the live. See you guys. I love you guys. Bye, everybody.
Take care, everyone. We love you.